Simmering tensions between Speaker Kevin McCarthy and Rep. Matt Gaetz are escalating as the Florida Republican steps up his threat to unseat the GOP leader. The anger between the two GOP lawmakers, dating back January's House Speaker race, was sparked Tuesday when Gaetz warned that he would be forced to vote take McCarthy's gavel if the California Republican did not meet a series of demands on spending. McCarthy responded with an expletive-laden remark on Thursday, daring Gaetz to file a motion to oust him as Speaker of the House. While war words between Republicans is nothing new, current conflict comes at a precarious time for House GOP conference as McCarthy treads fine line of preventing government shutdown without angering his right wing to point losing it. Tensions between McCarthy and Gaetz had increased over August recess. The Florida Republican had warned the House Speaker he could lose his gavel if he stood in way of gay efforts to force impeachment votes. Gaetz also expressed frustration with McCarthy's failure to deliver on the priorities he set during the presidential race. That stance culminated in an impassioned speech Tuesday, when Gaetz fired a clear warning shot at McCarthy, even after the Speaker launched an impeachment inquiry into Biden without holding a formal vote. The Florida Republican called the investigation a baby step. "I rise today to declare, Mr. Speaker, you are not abiding by the agreement that allowed you to assume this role," Gaetz said in his speech at the podium. "The way forward for the House of Representatives is either bring you into immediate full compliance or remove you pursuant to a motion vacate the seat." On Wednesday, a coalition conservatives stepped up pressure another notch, blocking an effort to advance Pentagon funding legislation amid demands for deeper spending cuts. This was amid growing talk of the possibility impeaching Speaker. The tension was clearly visible the next morning. "If you want file motion evict, then file a motion dammit," McCarthy said at closed-door GOP conference call Thursday. According Rep. Brian Mast, the California Republican acknowledged showing frustration during meeting and said after meeting that he was disappointed with some of people at conference after Pentagon appropriations bill fell. Gaetz responded by saying McCarthy needed to deal with his emotions better. Instead of emotionally cursing, perhaps the Speaker should keep the promise he made in January about balanced budgets, term limits, and single-issue spending bills, Gaetz told The Hill. The conflict between McCarthy and Gaetz first came into sharp relief in January's protracted House race, when the Florida Republican withheld his support for the GOP leader's House Speaker bid in all 15 votes. In penultimate round of voting, Gaetz cast final present, leaving McCarthy one vote short of he needed to clinch gavel. McCarthy made a number of concessions conservatives during gavel elec